How's it going? Thank you.
Free fun.
Okay. Bye, guys. This was so fun.
I think we all have a really
Sorry I
noisy part
touched
of
all
our
of your things.
No, just don't open that phone. I'll haunt you forever.
Forever unclean. Okay, who's first? No one has any questions?
You're done.
Great, thank you so much.
So you talked a little bit about in the panel that this is kind of a season where Jenny really started, and she kind of was like one of the guys, you know, she ribbed them and all that, but this season she's kind of really reached that just level of just depravity and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that something you were really pushing for?
Guys. I'm super excited. Not necessarily, but I'm super happy I'm there. It's one of those things, like, Jenny's had a really fun journey of really being on the outside. She wasn't in the league. She wasn't really taken seriously as like a fantasy football force. And now she's in. She won last season. And she really has a target on her back and therefore has to really up her game. And by doing that, has really just become terrible. But it's great. It's like being invited into an awful club that you didn't even know you wanted to be a part of. But like I was saying earlier, it's crazy to open yourself up and just get shit on verbally by everyone around you. And I know, like, we've been doing it to Andre for years, and Kevin always gets it. And you're like, great, oh, it's my turn, that's awesome. And then they do it, and you're like, that really hurts my feelings. Like, the cancer episode, part of why they thought that would work is because they just made fun of how flat-chested I was. And I was like, but you've been putting padded bras on me for years. Like, no one's gonna believe. And they were like, no, but you look like you just haven't gotten reconstructed here. And I was like, oh my God, you guys. Yeah, that was a tough episode for me.
So working with all guys, you like when another female comes on the show?
Oh my God, I get so excited. And it drives
right out of my mouth.
Jackie and Jeff crazy because we get super we girl out completely. Like when Leslie Bibb was on, they finally were like, we gotta get Leslie off this show. Like, this is crazy. Katie won't shut up. Yes, I get very thrilled to get any female energy around me. Although these guys really, I feel like I've been blessed with the most sensitive group of males. Like, to be on a show about fantasy football, like, I could be with some real D-bags. These guys are very sweet and loving, and,
Do you feel like Jackie's voice comes, like, she speaks to your character a lot?
Yes, have you ever spoken to Jackie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a sense of reward at all that it's kind of like you're here at Comic-Con, there's a lot of female superheroes, or you kind of fall right in the league with that?
I love that. I didn't look at it that way.
Well, I know a real-life Jenny who basically wanted me to tell you that's why she kind of got into it.
That's honestly, it's very fun to play a very cool woman. I feel like there are not a lot of great roles for women out there, which is like such a bummer conversation to have, but it's one that needs to be had. And the truth of the matter is like Jenny is a super strong woman who speaks her mind and goes toe to toe with the guys and really holds her own and puts them in their place on a regular basis and makes people laugh, and that is like such a gift. It's so cool, and I do really love it.
It's a really nice balance to a very male-dominated show.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
I know your character's kind of become an archetype for a lot of female sports fans who have since jumped into fantasy football.
I know, I've really birthed a lot of shit talking out here.
Yeah.
Some really mouthy women have come from watching our show.
A lot of wives.
I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Do you hear that? Do you get that response? Does that reach you?
I do. I always people are always like, oh, me and my husband are just like you and Kevin. But my gut instinct's like, I'm so sorry. Like, that's a terrible marriage. Really, when you think about it, that's awful.
It seems to work, though.
In television comedy, it's great.
In real
you
life.
never want that relationship in real life.
These are television comedies anyway.
Please don't emasculate your husbands, women, and men, respect your wives.
Are they going to start playing with that more with your relationship with your daughter on the show, do you think? Is that going to be
I don't know. Elena has really blossomed before our eyes, and I think, depending on how much, we're going to have to start addressing the fact that she is becoming a young woman. So it depends on how many seasons we really go, but we're gonna have to talk about it soon.
Maybe invite her into the league.
Yeah, exactly. But she does have some great moments of talking shit herself to us, and I love that. She's so freaking cute. She finds religion in an episode, and that's kind of amazing. And she really looks down on our family for worshiping false idols and whatnot, and it's pretty fantastic. So she's got a really great episode coming up.
You working on anything on the directorial side?
Yes, I just found a script that I love, that it's a comedy, and I'm super excited about it. So that'll come out someday. Someday, you guys, but soon. I move quick, so we'll see.
Thank you very much.